Come on. That's Hippocrates' clinic. Someone save me! Stupid flames! Get out! Out, damn you!
Do these look like Plefkan slaves to you? 250 drachmi minimum.
Malakas!
Yes, yes. If you've got important business, speak to my assistant Agapios. He's probably near the Kalkis warehouse.
Surely they're worth 1,500 drachmi.
1,200?
Sir, this is a set. You get husband and wife together.
1,200?
Not only is life easier and safer with a slave, it's more rewarding. You're not just purchasing highly skilled workers, you're purchasing family.
Those records. And I need 3 fewer daughters. But we don't often get what we want, old friend.
That'll bring more hunters after me. What's going on?
I'm here to check the warehouse's taxation records, but I'm being refused entry.
This matter is out of my hands.
Fine. The wheels of Evia will be greased once more. How much will it cost to get me the records?
That's not going to work this time, Agapios. The guards are under strict orders to not let anyone in or out of the warehouse. It's an order they will enforce, my friend. Take my advice. Stay away from that warehouse.
It's lucky your friend warned you.
Haha, he's just as corrupt as the rest of Evia. I fear there's nobody honest left.
Not all mercenaries are cutthroats. I can be trusted.
That remains to be seen.
What's causing the corruption?
A group called the Daggers strangling Evia with their greed. They work from the shadows, controlling the nation with bribery and blackmail. The other reason I need the taxation records from that warehouse. I'm following a parchment trail which I believe will lead me to the person behind it all. But I'm too old to be breaking into guarded warehouses. Perhaps the shine on my drachmi can convince you to do it for me, huh?
I'll get the records for you.
Perhaps there is someone left in Evia who can be trusted.
Where can I find the records you're looking for?
I'll need a lot of evidence to find the person behind the dagger. One set of records won't be enough. They'll be scattered around the warehouse. And be sure to check the guard captain. Anything important he'll have on him.
What can you tell me about the man behind the dagger?
Other than he may not be a man, only his reputation is known. Cruel, driven by greed, a living noose around the neck of Evia. If we can't find out who he is and stop him, our fate is that of the Retlias. Total ruin!
The dagger. Dramatic name. Any particular reason?
They stab at Evia without honor. From the shadows, unseen, bleeding our nation of its lifeblood. A dramatic name, perhaps, but apt.
I'll find the records. The guards don't stand a chance.
They don't deserve a chance. For Evia to survive, corruption and those who spread it must be crushed. I'll wait for you here.
You're not welcome here, sellsword.
Got to be careful not to get spotted.
Stay back!
Now to find warehouse.
Destroy the records! Destroy the evidence!
Records of ship names. What docked where and when. This might help Agapios.
You've made it worse!
Ah! grounds. Maybe this will help Agapios identify the dagger's leader. There's the warehouse dock. Records of the trades Envios made in the last 6 months. Maybe the identity of the dagger's leader is in here. I found the records, Agapios.
My master will be pleased.
You're a slave.
Do I not look as you expect? Yes, Misthios, I am a slave, but I'm not without dignity. The local magistrate is my master, and I'm his most trusted servant.
I would rather die than be a slave.
Not all have the luxury of choice, friend. Nobody chooses to be a slave, but being one provides me food, shelter, safety, and security. Especially now, with Evia all but run by the dagger. They cannot see past their greed. And if they go unchecked, we may all end up as slaves. If uncovering the identity of the dagger's leader and finally stopping them sounds like something you'd be interested in, meet me and my master in the slave market.
I'll think about it.
Can they read, right?
Well, one can.
Really?
Yes.
300 drachmi for the lot.
Sold!
No, no, no. This can't... How is this possible?
Agapios, what's wrong? What have you found?
Master, it's a name. Written in the records over and over again. The name of the man leading the dagger. The Kingfisher.
Once you know the Kingfisher's real name, bring him to a court of law. He and the dagger have wounded Envia. Envia should have a chance to decide his fate.
Agapios, tell him.
When we were young, when we'd play, I was the robin. And the Kingfisher was my brother. But he died. He should be dead. I mourned him. I made him a grave. Please, tell me he's not one of them. I beg you, tell me my brother's not a dagger.
You know your brother better than these records. If you believe this Kingfisher isn't him, then you're right.
Thank you. Yes. The boy I knew, there's no way he could be involved in this.
When your brother died, did you see his body?
No. No body at all. No sign, no word, nothing. After Mater died, Pater was not as fit to feed us as he once was. So my brother made sure we never went hungry. He would fish every day until he didn't return.
Your brother can't have been born the Kingfisher.
Of course he wasn't. Neritos. His name was Neritos. Older than me. More trouble than me too. Fighting, stealing. But he always looked out for me.
Nothing is more important to Envia's survival than stopping the dagger. I'm sorry, old friend. The Kingfisher must be dealt with whether he's your brother or not.
Yes, Master. I understand. Please, Misthios, help me uncover the Kingfisher's true identity. We can clear my brother's name and stop the dagger. Evia would be in your debt. More in your debt. The Magistrate's treasury runs deep. Your reward would not be small.
Whatever it takes, I'm in. Family can be complicated. We'll clear your brother's name and save all Envia while we're at it.
I know a farmer who's had dealings with the dagger's inner circle. If anyone's seen the Kingfisher's true face, it's him.
I should pay him a visit. Any other leads?
There is a shipwreck along Evia's southern coast, and the theater in Kalki City has been spreading the dagger's lies.
We are in a war. Ships are sunk daily. Why does this ship matter?
Because this ship appears to belong to the dagger. A slave I trust waits by the temple above the ruins in Eretria. Speak with her to learn more.
A farmer who's had dealings with the dagger. I've met your farmer. He didn't know anything important.
Did you try mentioning my name?
I didn't know you were famous, Agapios.
I'm not saying I'm famous, but in certain circles, well, my name will open doors.
You mentioned an evil theater?
The theater in Kalki City is a more potent weapon than you realize, Misthios. The dagger used propaganda to poison the minds of Evians. See what you can learn there.
You seem well connected. How is that?
For a slave, you mean? We are not without eyes and ears, Misthios. We see much, and we share it. Slave to slave. Needs, warnings, Anything that might help us survive all the way from today to tomorrow.
I have enough to go on. And the Kingfisher. If I discover he is your brother, if he is the man behind the dagger.
He won't be. Return to me when you've learned all you can. Have you found what we need to prove my brother's innocence and stop the dagger?
Not yet.
The dagger works in the shadows. We must make a move and...
I've heard enough. I will return. Come on.
Ella.
I need to stay hidden.
Get the fuck out of here!
Ella.
I won't let you do something this stupid.
That dagger sympathizer has to die. He'll keep making us do his dirty work if I don't stop him.
They just do it all the same.
Lions are really boring.
Killing him won't solve anything, Prexileos.
But we can't just sit here and let him do this to us, Idia. To the children.
You think I don't have their well-being in mind?
Well, you certainly aren't acting like it.
How dare you?
Enough, you two!
Who do you think you are?
The Mystios is right. Calm down. It's bad for the...
Speak up, stranger.
Agapios sent me. He wants to prove his brother's innocence and destroy the dagger.
His brother? Neritos? Didn't he die on...
Stop, Idia. We're in enough trouble as it is.
Tell me what you know.
Let's make a deal. Kill a man for me, Mystios. Help me, and I'll tell you about the dagger's base of operations.
We've been through this. No killing. Talk to the man instead. Make him honor his word to pay us.
Deal. I will take care of your problem.
There's a man from the dagger. He approached us one day to help them spread their agenda. We don't care about the dagger, but we need the extra income.
He wanted us and the children to spread the message of the dagger in the theater and on the streets.
Sounds like a fair trade.
Till the drachmi stopped coming in.
He stopped paying us and threatened to come after our children if we didn't continue.
I was going to kill him myself, but Idia...
We can't just take a life like that, Prexileos. That's not us.
He lives in the large house in the middle of the city. Kill him, and we'll have drachmi for you.
Listen to yourself. Talk to the man, and posture if you must. But we aren't savages. I don't want to set a horrible example for the children.
I'll deal with the man. Just make sure you pay up.
If you need anything else, or forget where to find the daggerman, speak to us again.
That's him, the dagger man threatening the theater couple. I'll be on high alert here. That's the big house they were talking about.
I can't be doing this. But I must. I've got to do this. For family.
He was just another man doing right by his family. Too bad he mixed with the wrong people.
Keep your distance, Mistios. You think you can take the duck?
Mistios, I'll send the children away. Make sure this dagger Malaka doesn't get too...
Shut up! We'll find every last one of your precious kids. They'll fetch a good price.
Release them this instant.
I'll let them go. After I've made a few cuts.
Malaka!
The dagger doesn't appreciate your intrusions into our affairs.
Then you Malakas should get out of my way.
I'm a man that likes a little drama. So let's make this interesting. You, Mistio, seem to have a flair for the dramatic. And we are in a theater after all. So let's have you decide how this play will play out.
Get to the point.
Someone's got to die here today.
Easy. That's you.
Try, and these two will have their throats slit before you even reach me.
Don't do anything rash, Mistios.
But like I was saying, someone's got to die. But just one! It's always more fun when one lover is alive to watch the other bleed. So, meddling Mistios, tell us, who should live?
Save Idia, Mistios.
What? No! Save Prexileos, Mistios! The kids can't do
No,
without him.
save Idia. Please, you'll be
All
saving...
right, time's up! Pick an ending to our little play, Mistios.
I'll save them both. But you will die, dagger scum.
Wrong answer.
Skiros! Mistios, get to Skiros! Tell Agapios!
That's where they control Evia from. Stop them!
You little...
I won't let your dying words go to waste. Agapios will know about Skiros, and I will avenge the both of you. I still need to meet all of Agapios' contacts. Come on!
The Misthios! Let's get them!
I'm sorry, Misthios. I had no choice.
What was that about?
I'm sorry, Mistios. They knew we talked. They threatened me. The dagger really don't like you.
If you ever do that again, I would kill you myself.
I understand. It's great to see you again. Have you come for some olive oil?
No, I came to talk to you about the dagger.
I've got nothing to say about that.
Look, I'm here to let you know that I'm working with the local magistrate and his worker, Agapios, to bring them down. But in order to do that, I need to know what you know.
You don't want to know what I know. Trust me.
Tell me!
Neritos. His name is Neritos.
No, it can't be true. I'm going to end this, once and for all. I still need to meet all of Agapios' contacts.
I need water!
Stop! I said stop! I see him! I found him!
Somebody fucking help me!
I need water! Get back here! You won't get... He won't escape! Won't get away now! Somebody fucking help me! Got
This area will be well defended. Here, anything I can do to gain Sparta some ground, Commander?
You? I know you. You're the mercenary they say killed the wolf.
Well, they're right, whoever they are. And your Spartan general deserved what he got.
Then it is my duty to cut you down where you stand, traitor. Yeah! Ah!
Yeah! They'll keep a sharp watch here. Ella. Ella. Come on. Come on.
Did Agapio send you?
Yes.
Were you followed?
No.
Are you sure you weren't followed?
There was no way I was followed. I made sure of it.
You covered every track?
Every single one.
Malaka's liar! You've led them right to me!
Who?
The dagger! Their corruption, their reach, it's limitless! They're watching that shipwreck, and I don't doubt they're watching you.
What exactly went down with the ship?
I'm not sure. All I know is that this particular ship was part of the Dagger's fleet. They keep trying to salvage whatever's down there. If it's important to the Dagger, then it's important to us.
How do you know the Dagger is watching the shipwreck?
I see them row out to it. Men dive down and never come up. Those who do are half-drowned and terrified. They're forced to go back down again and again until they're dead. The Dagger's looking for something and won't stop until they've found it.
How did you get involved in all of this?
It was my master's boat that engaged the Dagger's ship. But he and many of his men perished in the ensuing battle.
I will get whatever's down there.
Thank you. Is there anything you need to know before leaving?
Where exactly is the shipwreck?
Directly south of here. You can't miss it. Some of the debris is still visible on the surface.
You must know a few things about Agapios.
Oh, I could tell you many things about Agapios, but I'll tell you the only thing that matters. He's a good man. He values trust above all else.
I have enough to go on.
Whatever's in the ship's cargo is of great interest to the dagger. If you can get it, then maybe my master didn't die for nothing. Meet me down in Eretria when you're done. Misthios, over here.
Debris from the dagger's sunken ship. There it is, the shipwreck. An unusual blade. This must be what the dagger's after. Now to find the woman in Eretria. These ruins are a good reminder of the devastation the Persians left behind.
Those men, are they from there?
Do not say it.
What's your interest in this city?
Interest? No, I have no. Somebody help me!
Are you hurt? Don't be afraid. You're safe.
Thank you for saving my life. Did you find anything?
I found this blade, covered in strange markings. The important item the dagger were after was... a dagger?
This blade, it's used for sacrifices in the name of Achilles. The dagger must be devoted to him. Find the right temple of Achilles, and you'll find the dagger. But which is the right temple?
What will you do once the dagger is gone?
It'll be nice to live without fear, but I'm still a slave without a master.
A slave without a master is free. Agapios will know when I show the blade to him. You should find a safe place to lie low until this is over.
There's nowhere for me to go. I only have the clothes on my back.
Here, this should help you get started.
Thank you, Misthios. I'll never forget what you've given me. Freedom.
That's the last of Agapios' leads. Better tell him what I've learned. He isn't going to want to hear this.
At this rate, Eretria will be good as new in no time.
Και τι ελέγχεις υπό του γείτονό σου ότι εξαπάταξας τον δούλον αυτού You've returned. What did you learn?
The Dagger's base is on Skiros. They seem to be planning a ritual at the Temple of Achilleus.
What did you learn about my brother? Is he alive? Is he the Kingfisher?
I'm sorry, Agapios. Neritos is the Kingfisher. The Dagger is his operation.
Neritos always was getting himself into trouble. A temple to Achilles on Skiros, you said?
Agapios!
Stop, slave!
Stop, slave! Guards! Guards!
No! That man earned his freedom long ago. Thanks to you, the Dagger's true face has been revealed and Emdia has a chance at survival. You've earned your reward. Though I fear victory will not be as simple as storming Skiros, the Kingfishers hid in the shadows for decades. There will be more to do before the end. Help me. Help Emvia.
I'll see what I can do.
Good. Good. I'll lead the small force to Smuggler's Dock on Skiros, Meet me there, and together we'll finally crush the dagger!
What that was. Vamos, let's go!
Slow down!
Yeah!
Stadium!
Yeah!
Come on.
Come on. They'll be watching for me. I need to be careful. A temple on top of the Acrocorinth. That's what I'm looking for. This looks like the place. Written by Themistocles. Who knew the great general was also a poet? People come here to worship Aphrodite, but the view is the real beauty. Who do they think they are? I need to stop them.
Behind you, Misthios!
Who are they? And why were they looking for the Etera?
Λυγίσετε της. Πάυσε.
Yeah! They think this temple is dedicated to them, the brutes.
The thieves are here, and the Hetere aren't.
The Etera? They're much wiser than we are. They realized their visitors were all getting robbed on the way in.
There's no avoiding the monger's men in Corinth.
I'll keep my guard up.
He craves money, Misthios.
Not only that, but power. Once he smells it on you, you're a gunner.
So the monger is a Corinthian criminal?
Master of the underground markets. He rules with one hand open for money and the other clenched around a weapon.
A drachmi and blood-hungry monster's what he is.
So he's hunting the Hetera? Huh. For money?
Exactly. Since the Etera bring in so much drachmi, he wants everything they control.
The thieves are better off robbing them than us.
If you know of the Hetera, then you know of Anthusa. I'm looking for her.
They say she's everywhere. Though I've never seen her. But the Edera see everything.
I've seen them gather by the spring of Pireni, down the mountain. They meet clients there and then take them elsewhere in secret.
Good. Maybe pray to Aphrodite from home next time.
No, not today.
You're my priority. And you... The watch will be vigilant here.
You should get out of here! What the? I'll catch you again!
so Alexios has finally found us.
You know me?
And you know her. This is Anthusa.
We saw you help the worshippers at the Temple of Aphrodite. You've proven yourself a friend.
Hear that, Ikaros? Her sight's as good as yours.
Someone also spoke very highly of you.
Surprise!
Phoebe?
Aspasia sent me. I work for her now, remember?
But why here? Corinth isn't safe.
I had to tell Anthusa you were coming. Aspasia taught me a new word. Emissary. That's me.
And now Alexios and I have met.
See? This is easy. And now I can help you.
There's a killer on the loose in a city with no morals to begin with. You can't just follow me around like in Kefalonia.
The Monger, the Cyclops. I made it all the way here, didn't I?
Yes. You always find a way.
We need to move inside, Alexios. We're not the only ones watching. Come with me, and we'll talk.
Can I come?
As long as you're quiet.
To what do I owe your visit?
Alcibiades told me about you.
Did he? Go on.
I'm looking for a woman from Sparta. A runaway, long ago. She may have gone by the name of Myrine.
Who's that?
She's my mother.
Your mother? You don't have a mother. Marcos told me he raised you.
What did I tell you about talking?
I see. There will be time to respond to your question, but that time isn't now.
That's not the answer I'm looking for.
It's the only one you'll get until I've bargained a proper exchange. I've become quite the businesswoman, after all.
You better be telling the truth. Alexios can get really mad.
Why don't you go play, Phoebe? Let me and Anthusa talk.
If you say so...
I propose a trade. Help me. Help us get stronger. Strong enough to rid Corinth of the Monger permanently. A simple transaction, I assure you.
You have a deal.
A wise decision, dear Misthios.
I haven't made it this far being a fool. I know when to take a chance.
Then we're in business. Now, you've heard of the Monger?
From what the worshippers say, he's someone I should watch out for.
They're right. I'm sure his victims wish they'd been more vigilant. My eyes are wide open.
Then you've held your ground well. You're not dead.
Not yet, anyway. But he's employed enough thugs to amass a small army. Now they're attacking people in the street, us included.
He's been killing Hetera.
Killing? We're smarter than that. But action must be taken before it goes that far. I'm not the only one who needs help. My girls, Damalis and Irina, are suffering too.
More Monger trouble.
I wouldn't doubt it. Work against their aggressors, and then it will be his turn to suffer. You'll find Damalis here at the spring, but Irina has gone to Bellerophon's garden.
What's wrong with Irina?
She's looking for Cleo, another Hetera, who's gone missing. I've been too distracted to help in the search.
Has Damalis told you what's wrong?
She hasn't told me much, but I know these girls as well as I know myself. Something's not right.
I'll see what I can do for them.
Good. The Monger feeds his thugs. With the drachmi, he makes smuggling. Weapons, mostly, which is all the more lucrative now that he has a war to supply.
So, if someone interrupts the Monger's supply, his men go hungry.
Exactly. Go to his warehouse in the port of Lecheo and burn his cargo, all of it. We'll let chaos take care of the rest.
Why rob people who can't put two drachmi together if he has a business? It's illegitimate, but gets him rich.
Even the smuggling is a front. He steals slaves, innocents, who shouldn't be harmed, but his thugs can burn.
Seems to me that burning his biggest source of income is asking for trouble.
I want to put the new muscle I've acquired on show. Plus, violence is the only language he understands.
I know many people who speak that language. Then the warehouse will be cinders.
So you're here to help us, Misthios? You don't look like a Monger spy.
I'm more the in-your-face type. You have a monger problem, Damalis?
I might. One of my regulars has changed. He was a decent man once, but now he's gone bad.
Corinth seems to have a shortage of decent people.
I need someone with muscle to figure out what's behind the change. Why he's different.
He's gotten you scared.
He asks me questions I don't know the answers to about our drachmi. Where we keep money, what Anthusa invests in. As though we're Athenian aristocrats.
Can't Anthusa intervene?
I'm not naive. I won't expose the others to this. So we can go after them next?
He might anyway. Sounds like he needs answers. Who was he before all this?
Obsessive, but never threatening. He didn't stand out in symposiums until he had his drachmi act for him.
Well, something's sure giving him courage now. I'll see what he has to say for himself.
If he's not lurking around here, he'll be at his house. I want this to end today.
It will. People tend to show their true selves to my spear, whether they like it or not.
Διαμοίραζε βραχίτη με τα θύματος πολέμων, απόλεσα των οίκων την εστίαν. Οι πειρατέ απεπειράθησαν ανδραποδίζειν με, ουκ έχομαι οτιούν, ημι μόνον τα ημάτια εν το επινοτίδιον.
Nice view.
It just got a lot nicer. I was hoping to see you again.
Alcibiades, what are you doing outside of Athens?
Someone like me is always on the move. I've docked my ship in every port.
I'm sure you have.
If you're here for more than the view, I have a task for you. It is crucial this package gets to its proper recipient. It's not for me, but a man named Theodoros.
I'll help. But it's only that little box.
One should never judge something by its size, you know. A small thing may very well make a huge impact.
You said this package isn't from you. Why do you have it then?
It simply came into my hands, that's all. Theodoros asked for my help, like I'm asking for yours now.
Why can't this Theodoros deliver it himself?
You're a curious one, aren't you? Some questions don't have answers. Sometimes things just are.
You've traveled a lot. Where is your favorite place to go?
Oh, a personal question. Interesting. The world is filled with beautiful places. To pick my favorite would be like picking my favorite Etera. I could do it, but the answer changes based on my mood.
All right. Who am I giving the package to?
There's a man named Vardas near the Corinthian military fort. He's one of their stronger assets.
And I just tell him it's from you.
No, from Theodoros. Don't forget,
back and you won't get hurt.
I should try to stay out. Anyone there? I don't see any.
Got a body over here! Prepare for death!
Someone save me! Get this bird out of my face! Somebody help me! You are the Mystios I sent for. What do you want?
This is for you.
Give it here. Is this some kind of joke? This is a cast of someone's dick. What's this engraving? This is for your wife, Thalia, for when she starts to miss me. Tell me now, who sent this?
It's from me, Vardas. Can't you tell?
Do you think this is a joke? You'll pay for that. An easy target!
Someone doesn't have a sense of humor.
I was just starting to miss you. I hope you delivered the, package?
I thought I'd make a joke and tell him it was mine, but he didn't laugh.
Why would you do that? Vardas is an angry, emotional man. I hoped to get rid of the Odoros, but now you've ruined that.
If you wanted to get rid of the Odoros, then that package wasn't from him after all.
Of course not. It was a perfect plan. But now I have to come up with something else. Don't think I'll ever make a cast for you now.